Hey everybody, sorry if the formatting of this video is kind of weird. I'm just shooting it on my cell phone real quick. But I was just banned from TikTok and I wanted to upload the entire, it's very short, just a 5-minute video. This is the entire live stream from TikTok. And I want you to decide, is this worth banning me for quote unquote misinformation? Because people on the left, sometimes they will tell us that, oh, you conservatives, you just want to be oppressed, right? You just want to pretend that you're being treated differently. Well, I think I've got pretty decent evidence that at least on the platform of TikTok, I'm being treated differently than a liberal would, because this, what you're about to see, is all that it takes to be banned. I sent in an appeal. The appeal was reviewed, and they affirmed their prior decision. They said, no, what's in that live stream violated our community guidelines, and your ban from being able to go live will remain. So check this video out real quick. And I apologize in advance. There's a bit of a lag or a buffer, so you may just watch something else. It's just me talking, but listen to the audio and ask yourself, at the end of this 5 minutes, ask yourself, was that worth banning me from going live? And would a liberal have got the same treatment? Don't know if anybody's in here, because it doesn't tell me. TikTok never lets me know anymore. It takes like 45 seconds for it to show if anybody's actually in the chat, so... Okay, I see. We got a couple people in here. Hey, everybody. Y'all are getting in at the very beginning of this live stream. Literally just hit start, like, less than 45 seconds ago would be my guess. JGSDU87 says, hey, Vic. What's up, man? What is this one? We got some emojis. They're telling a story about maybe hitting some king with a hammer? I don't know. If you were put on death row, what would your last meal be? Steak and taters. That's what I would want. I would want a big old fat steak, maybe a sirloin or something, and yeah, big old sirloin with some potatoes and maybe broccoli, like some good, like a medium rare steak. I could dip the broccoli in it. Now I'll never be put on death row, Lord willing, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird question. I can't say I've ever really thought of that one in depth very much, but I would go steak and taters. Steak and taters. Did y'all hear about the Supreme Court hearing that case? Hey, we got a chance. We got a chance, y'all. If you're praying people, be praying, because for the first time in my entire life, we have a legitimate, real shot at overturning Roe v. Wade, or at least taking the wind out of its sails, man, knocking the foundation out of it. Because if they, I mean, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place with Roe v. Wade, because it's really hard to apply a standard outside of conception. Really, really difficult. The only clear line in the sand is the moment of conception. I don't know, folks. I don't know. We could see some pretty big news out of the Supreme Court. Update on Biden packing the Supreme Court. I haven't heard any new recent calls for it. There's always that lingering threat, right, from the left. If they don't get their way, then they're going to want to pack the Supreme Court. Just tilt the scale in their favor by adding a handful of liberal justices because, they couldn't get their way, so... Throw a little hissy fit. FDR tried that in 1947 or something like that, 1940 something. In the 1940s, FDR was trying to pass his ridiculous, the Second Bill of Rights is what he called it, the Economic Bill of Rights, and none of his stuff could get through because it was just entirely unconstitutional. So he threatened to pack the Supreme Court as well. Now Joe Biden's kind of implementing the same strategy. Now, whether or not it's Joe Biden, it's probably not Joe Biden's idea. He's probably not the one who came up with the plan to pack the courts or the threat to pack the courts. It's his little handlers, the puppeteers who are telling him what to do. But it's interesting. We'll have to see. Make sure y'all double tap the screen, get the likes going in here, because for some reason that seems to really affect if this live stream gets on the For You page or not. So if you haven't liked and commented and shared and followed and all that stuff, be sure that you do. Be sure that you do. Kind of like the current administration. Yeah, the current administration is terrible. Absolutely butts. It's horrible. 244 likes just like that in like a half second. I should have said that sooner. You guys went to work, man. Whoever did that, you went to work. I appreciate you. This guy says pro-life and you should have been aborted. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. I don't think that's going to win very many people over to your side of the aisle. If you're telling people you wish they were dead. That's not very nice. That has no place in civil dialogue. Let's see. I don't think I will. That's all right. You don't have to. That's all right. Oh, Cole, for what? Am I vaccinated for what? Let's see. Love all your content. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate it. I'll probably be live for maybe 40 minutes, so I'll be on for a little while. What about the debt ceiling update? It just keeps going up. They just want to raise it and raise it and raise it. I think their deadline is Shoot, when's the deadline? It's coming up. Is it not already? I don't know. I can't keep track of all of Congress's spending and where they're at with everything. I just know at the end of the day they want to spend more of my money. Get vaxxed? No, I don't think I will. I'll be all right. Thoughts on gas tax? Well, I'm in Missouri, so when you say gas tax, I think of the Missouri gas tax that was just passed. Biggest tax in my state's history. They bypassed our Hancock Amendment. All kinds of terrible, dirty stuff with that happened in Missouri. There is some rumor about a federal gas tax. I'm not for it, though. I'm not for anything that's a tax. I don't want people taxed further. It's up to the young people. Wake up. Well, I'm trying to help them, Trying to help them. Great content. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Victor, what's up? Not much. Not much. Hey, if y'all haven't followed me on Instagram and YouTube, be sure that you do, because this account is super shadow banned. The live streams still get the For You page, which is really kind of funny to me, but the posts don't ever get on the For You page on this account. Blame the Republicans in the Missouri tax? Yeah, I blame Governor Parson, but more specifically,